normally I come in here and the first thing I say is questions. Before I get to that, I just want to say I'm proud of our guys. Losing is hell, and loss is there's nothing but misery and pain, and there's misery and pain right now. But I'm proud of how our guys responded, and in no way this program, this team is past. No, I'm not trying to apply that to moral victory. I'm not trying to say that because we don't believe in that. But I'm just proud of all our guys. I think that is a very good team in the other locker room. I think that's a very good team that played very well today. We dug a hole for ourselves and fought and had a shot to win. Had a couple shots to win. That's the way the ball bounces, but I'm just proud of our guys. Questions?
Coach, can you talk about their defense in the first half, what made it so impenetrable, and then how you guys were able to work through it or work around it in the second half?
Their defense, I've said this to you.
Sure.
I think that's the best I've seen in that zone this year. This year's team, their team is playing that defense as well as I've seen them play. And in the first half, and I need to go back and see if I really believe this, but I think we got looks. The ball bounced out, bounced around. Even at the start of the second half, we got looks. We got quality looks on the inside. We played them the first time, and we spent too much time on the perimeter. This time, off penetration and off just throwing it in, we got the ball both halves. I thought into the meat of their zone. The ball, we just had some unlucky bounces. I think in the first half and the second half. The latter part is even early in the second half, the ball didn't go in. It just didn't go in, and then we started the ball.
John, now you had your timeout after cutting it long. Can you talk about what were you looking for? What did you set up?
We were doing what we've done the whole second half. And we wanted to, get two guys in the corner who could get the ball into Greg, and let Greg make a decision if he had anything or kick it out to one of these guys. While that was going on, I thought that Chris and Boston did a good job of hunting and pecking and finding opportunities to penetrate in there and throw it out.
John, you probably had to play offense defense earlier than you've ever had to play with a guy.
2 minutes into the game.
But could you just talk about Greg and the way he was able to stay assertive even with the foul trouble?
Yeah, he picked up 2 fouls. I mean, exactly. I want to say it was like 17:43. I feel like I looked at the clock inside. He's got 2 fouls, and then he gets another one 10 seconds into the. I don't know exactly how much time it was. So it was the first possession of the second half, also. But that's life. It's life. That's the only way to put it. We were able to function with it. It's not. We have guys that when he's out can step up and play the role, and we were able to wade through it.
John, you talked about this losing being misery and pain. Such a little margin for error in this game. How do you guys kind of gather yourself from that 2 losses back to that?
There's no option. We have to now go on the road against a very good team, and we have to find a way to try to get a win. And so, I give the same answers because this is how I function. This is how we function. It's misery and pain, but then we have to move on. We can't get stuck. We can't wallow in that because the next opponent always will be a very good opponent.
Coach, could you talk about your bench's play, not from a scoring perspective, but their impact?
Yeah, and that's something that you guys like talking about our bench. And I've said all year, and you guys know and believe, these guys behind me are going to get most of the attention, have most of the attention, with Jason Clark in that group also. But when the guys come off the bench, when they're asked to, they've stepped up. Henry gave us some good minutes in the first half. He was consistent throughout the game. Chris got in foul trouble. So, that's their job. That's for this year. I thought those guys stepped up and did what they were supposed to do, how they were supposed to do. Jarrell has a couple loose, kept the ball alive a couple times. Had some second shots. That's what they do.
John,
Did you have a feeling of how your guys would respond kind of at halftime, going into halftime, and just kind of to give us an example of just, or tell us the kind of character that they showed and why you are so proud?
Well, I think that's two different things. At halftime, I think we all felt we were close. We just had to be a little bit better at the offensive end, a little bit better at the defensive end. As I said in response to Liz, I think in the first half, and I may feel differently when I go back and watch the tape, but we got good looks in and around the basket that bobbled around and didn't go in. So I think we need to go in. We adjusted a few things and had a few different. We changed a few things, but we didn't need to reinvent the wheel at halftime. And I think our group was confident at halftime. We knew in spite of the deficit, there's something we could overcome.
Questions for the players?
Greg, this time of year everyone likes to talk about seeds in the tournament and seeds in the Big East and all this. What's the most critical thing for you guys right now?
Get the next win, win the next game and keep on winning the next game. Those things fall into place. So the main focus on for this team is just to win the next game, and when time comes to seed it for the Big East and for the tournament, we're just getting over the fit in. But right now, we're just trying to win the next game.
Greg, what are you learning about being able to stay aggressive and smart with foul like you were tonight?
I mean, we're doing, coach is doing offense, defense, so just being able to be effective while I'm on the court and staying in the game, going in and out. Basically, I've been playing with fouls all my life, so I really know much how to handle it, but just making sure I stay in the game when I'm in and out the game.
Frank, were the two halves dramatically different to you is sort of statistically it seems? I mean, that Georgetown was not a force in the paint early and just dominated on balance. From your perspective.
Of course it was different. In the first half, things were going our way. We made some mistakes. We weren't playing as well as we should. But it was definitely different. It's on paper. When you're watching the game, you see the difference. You just have to find a way to play the same way for the whole 40 minutes.
For Chris or Austin, you talk about Syracuse's defense in the first half, what they were doing, and then kind of how you were able to figure it out a little bit in the second half.
I think we had in the first half, I think we were attacking zone and making good decisions. I just think we weren't making shots. I think we tried to get Greg Monroe, tried to get Julian the ball inside and work off that. And we just didn't make plays. We didn't make plays in the first half. And it's hard to continue to, if you're not making plays and they hitting threes, that's kind of tough. And in the second half, we found we got a really good production out of Greg down low, and we got their big man in foul trouble and forcing him to go to the bench, and just try to capitalize and try to get stops.
What was going through your mind? You had that double technical, and I think they had their biggest lead after that.
It's my fault. Made a mistake. I just, emotions got into the game and everything, and I'm not going to say anything about the ref or anything. He made his call, so he said it's like.
What was the team mentality at that down 23?
One thing about this team, we believe in each other, and we really are confident when it comes to coming back and pulling through deficits, and we just really believe in perseverance and really trying to climb through any struggle that we're in.
Chris,